guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, hello, welcome, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is going to be a demo of the Saved by the Bell Wet n Wild collection. I got the eyeshadow palette as well as 3 of the cheek duos, but I'll be showing you guys swatches of the palette, how it applied on my eyes, as well as swatches of the 3 duos here, just because I was not able to put all 6 shades on my cheeks today. So I'll show you guys how everything performs and what my thoughts are of this collection at the end. I grew up watching Saved by the Bell, so I absolutely love the nostalgia. I mainly got this because it is a Saved by the Bell collection. I did not need the whole collection. I had to talk myself out of it because I wasn't going to wear most of the lip shades. I think I would have worn one of the lip duos. But yeah, I know it's a little bit late. The collection has been out for a little while now, but I did have some little issues which I will get into later on in the video. But if you guys are interested in this collection or just want to see what my thoughts are on this collection in general, I really hope you guys don't mind that it's late, and I hope you guys enjoy the video anyways. But I'm gonna quit rambling. If you guys would like to see how these products perform and my thoughts at the end, then just keep on watching. Alright, so for the collection, I picked up the eyeshadow palette and then all 3 of the face duos. You've got 2 blush duos, and then this one is a blush and highlight. So since those are the only items I picked up, I did my brows, foundation, powder, and bronzer already. And I normally do eyes first, but we're just gonna make it seem like I didn't just wake up. So I did at least come on with a little bit of something, but we are going to go in with the eyeshadow palette first. There is 1 pressed glitter in here, which I'm not the biggest fan of pressed glitters on my eyes, but I really enjoy all the other colors in here. I didn't love it as much when I saw it online, but then I looked at it more, I saw swatches, and I was like, okay, it's actually pretty. Like, I actually like this, and it's an affordable palette, so I was like, you know what? Whatever, we're gonna get it, and if anything, I'm just gonna keep it because it's Saved by the Bell. Alright, so I just went ahead and primed my eyelids. I'm moving you guys in a little bit closer so you guys can see how this performs better, but I just used this brush from BH Cosmetics and a concealer to prime my eyelids for today. So the shade names for this palette are on the back, so I'm not 100% sure if it reads like left to right when you look at it, or if the shade behind it matches up with the shade in front of it. So I'm just gonna point at the shades we are going to be using. We're just gonna go in with the Go Tigers shade, and that's why I'm not sure, because on the back none of the shades say Go Tigers. It's either Friends Forever or Hot Sunday. We're gonna apply that as our transition shade. Alright, so then we're going to go into this brown shade there, this more grungy brown, and apply that there. And I'm just using the same brush and just applying that. So now taking a smaller fluffy brush, we're going to go into this purpley brown shade. Just deepen up the outer corner a little bit. Then we're going to take a little bit of that same shade and run it on the outer part of the lower lash line. We're going to take the same brush and go into this shade with the Zach and Kelly Z and K inside the heart. Blend that on the inner part of the lower lash line. Alright, so then we're going to take our finger and go in with this shade and pack that on the lid. Taking this same brush, we're just going to blend a little bit. And then we're going to take this shade and pop that on our inner corner. Alright, so you can see from the palette there's not too much kick up. I'm pretty light-handed with this. I just dipped it in a little bit so it wasn't kicking up. But if I swirl it, you could definitely see that there's more kick up in the pan, at least for that shade specifically. The Go Tiger shade, I can keep swirling it, and it takes a little bit more effort just to get that tiny little bit of kick up. So it does depend on the shade, but Wet n Wild has pretty good eyeshadows. They're not like my absolute favorite, but they're pretty good. I remember loving their original like 6-pan palettes where they had like the 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. That was like my absolute favorite thing. So if this is a color story that's interesting to you aside from just the Saved by the Bell theme, I definitely do recommend it. I've worn it before and it does last pretty well on the eyes, and like I said, if you guys know my videos, I don't just sit at an office for my job. I'm on my feet, I'm walking around. It's hot and humid out here in Tennessee. So for this palette to last on my eyes all day, I'm very, very impressed. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with this palette. Again, like I said, I do have to play around with it a little bit more, and you guys will eventually see where this ranks in my ranking 10 palettes and whatnot. But aside from the glitter and the gray, I could see myself using this a lot, especially with this kind of look I have right now for fall. So now on to the cheek duos, which is the reason that this video has been postponed so long. I've had the palette for the last week and a half, 2 weeks to play with. So I ordered these products online the day they launched, or like the day after, and they didn't have the in-store pickup option. So the first order came to me, the palette was fine, but all the duos were completely shattered. I emailed customer service, they were sending replacements, and I was like, hey, like they literally just put these items in the mailing bag. So when it's, you know, moving around in transit, they're banging up against each other and they just came broken. So like if you guys could just like pad it up, like, you know, pad each one separately, even if with just like a little bit of bubble wrap around each one, or something else just to have some like padding in the box so that they don't break, that'd be great. That didn't happen. The second order came and exact same thing. I had, you know, blush powder all over the inside of the mailer. So I looked at the Ulta website again to see if they were in stock or not, and they had the option to pick it up at my store. So I emailed customer service just asking for the refund. I was like, hey, I have the videos so I can like show you that these aren't just like me trying to get, you know, free product and, you know, getting multiples and then selling them for like a higher price once this gets discontinued. Like that's not what I'm trying to do. Can you just give me the refund? And like I'm just not gonna wait around for it to come broken again when I can just go pick it up in store. I know, long story, you guys probably didn't care. So I finally got these. All right, so this is the Jessie and Slater one, and it says "You Macho Pig," and it says "Oink Oink Baby." I don't really use bright pink much, but like I feel like these would be a good mix for like a fall wintry blush. They were very pigmented. I did swatch the ones that came broken. They're still pretty pigmented, but they were definitely more pigmented when they were broken. But this is the pink shade, and then this is like that darker pink berry shade. Like super, super pretty. It's a little dark for my skin tone. Next is the Screech and Lisa duo, and this says "Pick You Up 7-ish," and it says "Sorry Screech." So this one, when I saw it online, I thought was like a bronzer duo, so I thought this was 2 highlights, this was 2 bronzers, and this was 2 blushes, but they are a little just like peachy blush shades, and they're really pretty as well. Alright, so this is what those 2 shades look like. This is the Screech shade, and then this is the Lisa shade. And then we have the Zach and Kelly one, and this has a peachy-ish blush shade too, like a pinky peach. So right there. So this one's more pigmented. I don't know if I just grabbed more than I did with the other ones, but this is what that Zach blush looks like. This is the Kelly highlighter shade, which that one is like so pretty for my skin tone. I feel like that's like my perfect highlight shade because it's not too light, it's not too dark where it's going to leave a cast, but it has that beautiful glow. So these are all the duos swatched on the back of my hand. The Screech and Lisa is definitely like my blush duo. This one is a little bit bright, but I can still get away with it. These 2 are just going to be that rare occasion, but I literally got it because it was Saved by the Bell, so I can make it work. It's just not something I'm going to be using as often as the other duos. So we are going to go in with the Screech and Lisa one today. We are going to take the Screech side just because that one is more neutral. Apply that to the cheeks. We will go into the Zach and Kelly one for the highlight, but I just want to use the blush from this one today. I've had blushes and stuff from them for forever. They're one of the first brands I bought from just because they were so affordable and like they had really good products. So I've gone through my fair share of Wet n Wild blushes. I had their ombre blushes. I had just their regular like mellow wine, like just their individual blush compacts like that from, you know, when I first started getting into makeup. And I think those are like the only blushes I've ever hit pan on. I had it when I didn't have so much makeup, you know, so I did use those Wet n Wild ones for a while. And once I saw this collection, I was like, even if, you know, it's not the best formula, I'm getting it because it's Saved by the Bell. That was the Screech shade. We are going to go into a little bit of the Lisa shade. That is so pretty. And then a little on the nose. All right, so then we're gonna go into the shade that's the highlight shade, which corresponds with Kelly. And oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so it's not like the most intense, but like it leaves such a nice glow. You can see on camera it doesn't look chunky in person at all. It just blends into the skin so nicely. Don't get me wrong, I love me a good intense like chunky blinding like highlight, but like this one looks so natural in person, but like I'm turning on camera and you just see how glowy and dewy my cheek looks. A little down the nose and Cupid's bow. Look at my cheeks. Like, this is so pretty. All right, so I took my flannel off just so I could show you guys full on swatches of the palette. The black shade is kind of disappointing. I don't know if it's just like an overlay with it being like a black with some glitter. I'm gonna take a big brush in there, kind of kick some of that off. We're just gonna, it's not gonna be the most intense black right off the bat. Not the best shade, but I really enjoy all the other shades in here. Like the gray looks more impressive, like it looks more dark than the black. There's that, I guess that's the one other dud other than the glitter, but like you could see the glitter shade is so pretty. I just don't use glitter often, but it was one of those where I put my finger in the pan, swatched it, and there was no glitter left on my finger. So it might be an easy to remove glitter, I don't know, but you could see these shades are just so pretty. Aside from the glitter and the black being just shades I'm probably not going to use much, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of the other shades. Alright, so I just finished up with a tinted lip balm and some mascara because I totally forgot to do mascara. But overall, if any of these items, like color story wise, appeal to you guys, I definitely recommend picking it up. Wet n Wild's affordable. I think this is $15 for a 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 pan palette. And then I want to say these are like $7 each. Definitely well worth it to me. I'm very happy with this collection. So not gonna lie, if it wasn't a collab with Saved by the Bell, I probably wouldn't have picked any of these items up. But the fact that I grew up watching Saved by the Bell, I absolutely love the show. I knew I needed this collection. I'm kind of mad at myself for not buying the whole locker collection, which was $70. These were really the only items in the collection that really excited me. The brushes would have been nice because, you know, I can never have too many brushes. I had to talk myself out of spending $70 and just picking up these items instead, and I'm still really happy that I got them, and I really enjoy the quality of them. So yeah, if you guys have the Saved by the Bell collection, or if you guys were interested in this collection, let me know if you, one, picked it up, or if now you are considering picking it up with the demo and review on it. If you want to see a different look using this with like the blues and stuff, definitely let me know and I'll be doing another look with this for you guys. But that's if you guys want to see it. If not, at least you guys have an idea of how the palette performs. But yeah, with that being said, if you guys liked the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below, and turn on the little bell notification so you guys know every single time that I upload. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!